Hey, it's podcast time.
It's podcast time. We are here for it.
We are back at HBN, and right now we are actually utilizing the esthetician room
Yes, we are.
as our podcast room.
Yes,
So,
we are.
Steph, I promise you can have your room back when you come.
Welcome to the Haven Podcast, a place where we hope you can find rest and be restored. When a ship has been out to sea for an extended time, it needs a harbor, a safe place to dock and make repairs. We hope that this podcast is your harbor, a haven for you to stay a while, to replenish, rest, and restore before you go back out to sea. Here's your host for the day, Hannah.
It is rainy and gross, and we are nice and frizzy.
That we are.
So that's just
I literally was like, how's my hair look?
we are frizzy
Not like
balls,
it matters. I mean,
but we care.
yeah, we kind of care.
Yes. So okay. So what's happening at HBN right now?
That's a great question. What is happening
Stop
in
it.
HBN right now?
Okay,
Hannah?
so we had our first team meeting
We did.
on Monday
Our first official team meeting at the salon.
in the building.
In the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was okay, so I feel like when I was thinking about starting this place, I knew that team was super important.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that for a long time, just how whatever happens in this building, we all do it together.
Absolutely.
So team meetings were gonna be a part of it. So once a month we're gonna have team meetings. And we
I
had
actually signed up to bring lunch for the next team.
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
very excited.
We all take turns. We bought these like lunch containers with the dividers in them, so that way we can all bring each other lunch, and they're reusable.
I'm actually really excited. I went on Pinterest and I started pinning
Of
things, and I
course
was
you did.
like, what's gonna be a cute lunch for everybody?
So what did you come up with?
I can't tell you.
I won't be here.
I still can't tell you.
Whatever. Okay. Well, so we start the meeting with lunch,
Yep.
and then
Like any good meeting.
like any good meeting. And this last meeting specifically, so after our first team meeting, we had only been open for about 2 weeks. And I wanted to make sure we were affirming what we were seeing in each other and what the different personalities on our team, what it brought to
Yeah, like
our
what we
whole
were
group.
seeing in each other and seeing,
Yeah.
everybody working together and loving on each other and loving on our clients.
Yeah.
Like, that was the biggest part of
Yeah.
it.
Well, and
So-
I feel like we've talked about that a lot. Like, whoever comes in, it's about like bringing life to the situation.
Absolutely.
So I felt like that was the perfect way to start the meeting. So I'm hoping when you come into HVN that you feel that way too. So
Absolutely.
we did a whole, I'm so cheesy. So they knew it was coming, but I'm like, we're doing affirmations and we're going to making sure we're just
You were like, to the person to your right.
left.
Left.
Go on.
There we go. The person to your left
Yeah,
is the one
yeah.
that you're going to do an affirmation about. So
Yeah.
it was so great.
It was really good. Yeah. So yeah, that was super important. And then, so we do work through some business items, and I feel like because we're still new, there's so many things we still need yet. We're getting there. But then we moved on to so there's the affirmations, there's the business stuff, and then there's a training part, which will always be a part of our team meetings. And so this past team meeting, we actually had our PR manager, Phil Hayden. He came and did a social media lesson for us.
It was fun.
It was good, yeah. So maybe you'll see better pictures. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping.
You might
He
see better
is so
pictures.
not critical. That's not the right word, but
Yeah, whatever.
You're critical.
Critical, you can say it, it's fine.
Okay, he says I can say it. He's critical.
Our special guest is laughing over here.
Yeah. So he will tell us you need to take that picture down. That doesn't fit the whole mood. Aesthetic.
The vibe. It doesn't pass the vibe check.
Vibe check. So we all learned how we can be on the same vibe. Did you try it yet?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
Oh.
I haven't taken pictures of any nails. Maybe I'll take some pictures of somebody's nails.
Yeah, we have a guest. We're going to bring her on here in just a minute. So, but yes, you can take pictures of her nails
I can.
and
I'll take it in portrait mode, Phil.
see if Phil pass it, or if you
I'll
pass
take it
the
in
Phil
portrait
check.
mode just for you.
So we did that, and then we planned for our next meeting, and that was our first team meeting.
It was
Yeah.
great. It was a lot of fun. We
Yeah.
all just kind of hung out. I even took my shoes off and was sitting cross-legged on the...
Well, and I love too
Oh,
that
gosh.
as we were going through our meeting, there were so many different events coming up that we get to be a
Absolutely.
part of.
One
and
thing that we did not do
what?
is we did not go to the Angela Johnson
we're going
concert.
there.
We did not go.
We're breaking all your hearts. So okay.
It was...
Kaylee and I, we should invite the whole team. We're like, yeah. So then I was like, okay, I'll buy tickets. Except I just took a little long time.
Yeah, and there were literally 2 left in
The front row.
The front row, and we were like,
Oh.
$65. I don't know if I can justify that right now.
Yeah.
So If she does a Netflix special, we're going to sit and watch it together.
So I did not follow through, and I did not buy Kaylee the tickets.
But that's okay.
But we're just going to have to watch the Netflix.
That's something that we did not do
the
that we've been
Netflix-
talking about.
What's it called? Special. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully she does one on the story.
But Kaylee moved into her new house.
I did.
So there was like 10,000 things going on.
We
So
did
I
a
feel
whole
like
bunch of
it worked
changes
out.
all
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, it was better that we didn't go
I
because
know.
I was like pooped at the end of it all.
I know.
Absolutely. Just
So
bad.
we'll get to the end of the episode and tell you what we're doing at the end after we get our guest on here, right? Okay. So please join me in welcoming our special guest. Her name is Brandy. She moved. Come on in. Okay. Come meet everybody. Yay! So Brandy. Okay. Let me tell you the topic of what we're going to be talking about today. So we decided to bring Brandy on just because weddings and proms and all the big things are coming up right now. And she is in the heart of planning and getting ready and doing all her parties and all those final details.
in 24 days.
In 24 days.
24 days. Brandy's going to be a missus.
Yes, so we felt like it would be good to have her on just to talk about some of the things that she's going through. So, Brandy, first of all, you've not been in this area for very long, right?
I have not.
Okay, so tell us, when did you move here?
We moved. Well, we were originally living in Columbus, and that was 3 years ago now. Then we lived in Oroville, and then Marshallville, and now we're living in Worcester.
Yes.
Which is by far my favorite because we're close to Starbucks.
Yes, thank you. That's right. That's
All
why
all
we
the
asked
most
her.
Important thing, close to coffee.
Yes.
All the refreshers and coffee that she could
That's
ever
right.
need and
That's
want.
right. So
What's better than that?
actually, Kaylee and I met Brandy at church, and we're like, you need to come see us. So we get to do our hair and nails now, and she's in all the time to see us every 2 weeks.
Yes. Kaylee every 2 weeks, and Hannah every 6 weeks.
We got her.
It's a schedule.
We got her on a tight schedule.
We've got it down pat. Like, we are very regular on this.
Okay, so let's jump into like bridal stuff. So, okay, we're out of 2020 and all that chaos. And as you think about like you're coming to the end here, how has like planning and finding the things that you like hoped and dreamed for, has that been easy or hard to plan?
I feel like the hardest part is like living up to like the dream that you like imagine. Like I feel like every little girl has been like planning their wedding since they were like 12 years old or
Yeah.
like 10 years old. And so I feel like living up to like that dream is like the hardest part, like making sure that everything's perfect. And everyone keeps telling me like if something's not perfect, no one will know. And so I'm trying to like remember that in my head,
Sure,
that, like
yeah.
it's okay that everything's not perfect, but it's definitely still, but it will be. It'll be perfect. I already know it.
Kaylee says so. I'm not so sure.
If I say so, then it's law.
That's right. It's on.
Yeah, but I would say it's so fun. Like I have a background in some like wedding planning, working at a bridal boutique, a
Yes.
seamstress.
Which
So
is
I have
also why I felt like
some-
she was the perfect person to bring on to tell us a little bit more about bridal season.
Yeah, so I have some like bridal background, so I've absolutely loved like the experience of like getting to plan all of this stuff because it's something I'm good at and something I love doing.
Yeah.
And so I love it, but I definitely feel like it's so hard. My older sister is also planning her wedding.
Oh
and
my
she's
goodness.
getting
Okay.
married in September.
Okay.
My mom loves it.
All the girls at one time.
Yes. So I feel like it's way harder for her, and I've kind of like tried to have to help her a lot. Just because like I have a background and she doesn't, and so I definitely understand like the aspect of how hard it can be. But I also feel like it's so fun. Like I was telling
Good.
Kaylee, I feel like I'm gonna have like after wedding like FOMO. Like I'm gonna be so sad, like my wedding's over and there's nothing else to plan.
Yeah.
And it's like so sad, like you've been like living up this dream, and then it's like over.
Okay, here we are.
And then it's over, and
Okay, so I do want to have you like name
Yes.
drop some of the things that you're using for your wedding. So like tell us like your venue and your caterer and your flowers.
Yes.
Can you tell us some of those things?
Our venue is Gather at the Lakes in Akron, and our caterer, which I'm very excited about, their delicious food,
Okay.
is TJ's in
Okay.
Worcester.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, and so I'm very excited. And we're doing plated style at our wedding, which is something I've like always wanted. So I'm very excited. We got to pick out all the china. And
Yes.
Wait, here's what did I RSVP to your wedding already?
I hope so.
Yes,
Okay.
Kaylee was the first person. Okay, to my wedding, and I had to text Hannah multiple.
Well,
times
you know,
for
I
her
sent
to
it. It was
RSVP.
I sent it eventually. I filled it out the first day, but then actually getting it in the mail was
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Just, I know.
See, that's the thing.
Is
Is
there
if
now?
I don't do it the day I get it,
You're not doing it.
I won't do it.
Okay, there you
And
go.
you're pounding me.
Okay,
I
so
need to put a stamp on it. It's still
I know. Sorry. I was a little busy, but
Just kidding.
okay. So we got what's it called? Gather at the Lakes.
Yes, gather
And
at the lakes.
TJ's.
We're
Okay.
using the Faith Little Cupcake, which is my favorite for any desserts.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
doing a cake and then all these delicious mini cupcake flavors.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm very excited. Obviously, Hannah and Kaylee will try out
Oh
all
yes,
the
we'll be
flavors.
here.
We will definitely be there.
Hair and nails.
All the flavors.
And actually, Stephanie Marmel's doing makeup too.
Yes,
So
she's
she's
doing
got
my
the whole
makeup, yeah.
HBN squad going.
I do.
Stephanie Marmel.
Okay, so I do want to step in here for just a second. So one thing that a lot of the team was super excited about was bridal hair. So all the girls on our team love updos, love styling, love going to events, and I am excited to tell you about a couple things that we have coming up that I'm not allowed to say quite out loud yet. But
I don't even know these things.
I know,
The
but
secrets.
The suspense.
because there is such like a because the team loves this so much, we've been reached out to help with special events, and I think like there's such a that day is such a big day for a bride, and when we get to play a part of it and help like just like calm the environment, like yep, we're good, we're gonna be able to
Yeah.
take care of you today, like
Can I give my unsolicited wedding
Yeah, go
advice?
ahead, yeah.
Okay, so everything that I say to a bride, I tell them, and I told Brandy this today.
She did.
Is after you've done everything you're supposed to do, all the dancing, all the grading, all the eating, all that stuff, you gotta take your husband. I said husband. You gotta take your husband with you, go somewhere for 5 minutes, just sit. You don't even have to like talk to each other. Just grab a drink, sit down, and just enjoy the moment. It'll be the best 5 minutes of your
Oh,
entire
yeah.
wedding.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I did that, and let me tell you, it was
I
wonderful.
thought that 5 minutes was going somewhere else.
No, Phil.
oh, we did
Phil.
not do that.
No.
I don't think.
No.
Yeah, you guys did that though. You and Nathan
we
did that.
sat for 5 minutes and
Yeah.
it was great.
Aw,
like
yeah.
we just sat with like our drinks. I had like a massive foot cramp, so I was like trying to like put my foot up and like cool it down. But other than that, it was wonderful. That was the best part of my wedding.
Okay,
That's
all
like
right.
the part that I remember the most about.
Yeah, yeah.
That and getting like a bottle of ketchup for the head table for our food.
Oh,
It was
perfect.
great.
I mean,
It was great.
everybody
It
needs
was
a
very,
bottle of ketchup.
It was very classy, so we had a great time.
Okay, so yes, so we've got hair and makeup, flowers.
Flowers are by C.R. Blooms.
Oh
in Worcester.
yeah, okay.
Yes. I've went back to Mary Ann's, the girl I'm working with, who I absolutely love, and I think she's the one who does all of the weddings, but I love her. Anyways, I feel like I've went back to her or called her like a million times. So can we add this? I added another sign, and I need you to add some more flowers.
Flowers are my favorite.
Flowers are
part.
my favorite. Like, that was the one thing I told my fiance Andrew. I told him, I said, well, we have to spend like, I feel like majority of our budget on flowers.
Yes,
It's
girl.
like my favorite
Yes,
part. Like
yes.
fresh flowers is the
Yes,
best part.
yes.
Like the smell and just like the look of them.
Yes. So was there anything that was harder than you expected? Like, whether it was like something you couldn't get or something that wasn't available?
The seating chart.
The seating chart is hard. Okay.
It's hard.
Okay, because?
Because I would say there's like groups of people that you like want to keep together. And then there's like other people who are like just coming with like them and their husband or them and their
Sure.
wife. And so then you like put them
So
at
Hannah
another
and
table.
I.
Yeah, so like exactly. So like
Okay.
you guys are bringing your husband. So then there's 4 of you, and I don't want to split you guys up. So then like we can only have 6 or 7 people at a table. So then I have to try to like fit
Wiggle.
people in.
Okay.
And so I feel like that was the hardest part, like just making way of like the seating chart and
Because
like,
you
where
want everyone to
goes.
feel like they know somebody that they're
Yes,
sitting
yeah,
with.
and that's what I
or-
told. That's what I was telling my fiance Andrew, that like I want it to be like everyone sit next to someone they know, because I feel like it makes it so much more fun. Like
A
I
good
know you're
experience.
only sitting just to eat, but
Yes.
it's also like so fun to just be with someone you know, and just like so much more enjoyable when you sit with someone you know.
Yes, absolutely.
If we need to be split up, I'll just make funny faces at Hannah from
Yeah,
across the
we'll
room.
survive. Yeah, we'll
Deal.
be
She
fine.
already said she's gonna hold up a poster to Rick.
Oh.
Rick's the one marrying us at the from our church. And she said she's gonna hold up a poster and make funny faces at him to make him laugh during
Yes.
our ceremony.
I
I'll
like
be
it.
like, you got this, Rick. Keep going.
If you don't know Kaylee, this is totally something she would
She
do.
would do.
Rick
Yeah.
Lane, you're gonna do great at this wedding. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be awesome.
So, did you guys do like marriage counseling? Or
Yeah,
anything,
so we
right?
did
Okay.
premarital counseling with Rick through
Okay.
our church, Living Water, and
Yep.
I absolutely loved it. I feel like there's like something so special about like me and Andrew started our relationship long distance. And so I feel like our relationship was like built on communication, but I feel like premarital counseling still like opened up a lot of things that we had like never talked about before.
Ooh, yeah.
Or like just like even like interesting little things that we like didn't know about each other. And I loved it. Like I thought it was so much fun.
Cool.
We loved it.
Cool. So what is your number one advice to give to a bride that's planning?
Ooh. I would say it goes by so fast. So take it like one day at a time. Like I was telling Kaylee, I started my countdown when there was 416 days.
Wow.
And now we're down to 24 days. And so I feel like take it one day at a time and just enjoy it. Like I feel like people like forget to enjoy it and they get so caught up in like what's going on that they forget that like this is like you're engaged, you know, like this, you only like are going to be engaged for this amount of time and then you get married. And so I feel like just like enjoying that time of like being engaged and like the fun, you know, like before and like all of the planning. And even though like the planning gets stressful, like still just like enjoy like all of like the little moments and just like all the things you get to do with like your fiance before he becomes your husband.
Yes.
Because you're married for the rest of your life. You know, you have forever with your significant other as a married couple, but you only have a short amount of time being engaged.
Yes.
So.
Okay, Brandon, I'm going to ask you one more question, final question. If we have people that are listening and they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I knew more about whatever, can they reach out to you?
Of
Message
course.
you?
I love wedding planning. You
I
want me
know.
to help you plan your wedding? I got you.
She for sure would be someone who would get stuff done. And so if you are like, man, I wish I just had someone else, she's your girl.
Yes.
Message her and we'll tag her in this podcast as well. So that way you have just another resource. We want to be just a big network of you getting to meet different people around our community. And I love that this is a space that we get to create where you get to hear different voices and you get to have different people that you can reach out to and not be alone on this journey, because really that's what HBN's about. So Brandy, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so quickly, our favorite question we ask, what are you eating or drinking right now that you love?
I know it's kind of on the spot, but we do this at the end of every podcast.
Okay, so like for me, my drink right now is we stocked a fridge full of snacks, and we have these cute little like mini Cokes. And so they're the cutest little thing, and so I've been loving those.
I am having a smoothie obsession. Like,
Okay.
like me and Pulp are like
Pulp,
close
okay.
friends.
Okay, you got anything new? What's your favorite drink right now?
So it's going to be my favorite drink.
Oh.
But we just found a blender that we didn't know we got for our wedding. So I'm going to be making all the Coke slushies, and it's going to be amazing.
Okay.
I'll be over to her new house for the Coke slushies, okay? Hannah? That she
Okay,
will.
all right. Okay, well, Brady, thanks so much for being here with us today. We'll see you in another couple weeks. As always, hit us up on our podcast on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. Or Spotify or the podcast
app.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it today. All right, thanks for being here. See you later.
See you. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Remember to follow along with our journey at hvnhaven.com or on Instagram, hvn_haven. See you next time.